Hello and welcome to the first module of Pregnancy Announcement Empire. I'm Roxy, and along with Alessandro, we are going to be bringing you a really great course showing you exactly how you can tap into that high demand, low competition pregnancy announcement niche. What we are going to be showing you today is how you can unlock a creative and profitable journey on the Etsy platform. So if you ever wanted to combine creativity, emotion, something that's heartfelt, something that people are going to truly cherish, then you are in the right place. This is the niche for you. In this first lesson, I'm going to walk you through exactly what digital pregnancy announcements are, why they are so loved by buyers, and why they sell so well on Etsy. And as we go through the course, I want you to start visualizing what your version of this type of product is going to look like. What styles will you create? What themes will inspire you? Honestly, with this particular digital product idea, the possibilities are endless. But let's start with the basics. So what exactly are digital pregnancy announcements? Digital pregnancy announcements are beautifully styled images that help expectant parents share their baby news in a meaningful and creative way. Let me show you what I mean over on Etsy. These are usually arranged as flat lay scenes, meaning everything is arranged kind of like so it's being photographed from above, kind of like a styled tabletop scene with some really nice fabric in the background. Think of like a magazine shoot, but really soft and quite emotional. These scenes generally feature a circular plaque and also in the middle, and then a sonogram of a baby as well featured somewhere in there. This is going to be great for mums and dads, parents-to-be, to use on social media, to send as a WhatsApp message, even to send as a digital card. They can even print them out to send to loved ones as well. These designs are super personal. They're so emotional and really, really shareable. And the thing is that we are going to be able to create these completely using AI digitally, and there'll be no physical products for us to need to send. So something like this, like I said, most of these designs will feature kind of a circular plaque. If we have a look, so we can see a circular plaque here, and we've got like a sonogram here. If we look at another design as well, we can see this one, we can see the kind of plaque. This is a heart-shaped plaque here, and then we've got the sonogram there as well. As you can see, in demand, this one, 3 people have bought this in the last 24 hours. And it is also a bestseller, so definitely demand for this. But mostly they do feature definitely that plaque in the middle that has the kind of the caption and then the sonogram there of baby as well. As you can see, this one is a boho theme. So the most attractive thing about this whole niche is that you can really, really go in depth with the niches and the niche selections. And if you're creative, then you're going to really do well here. So this one is a boho pregnancy announcement, and you can definitely tell this is that really boho kind of those browns, beiges, cream color palette, kind of really soft and boho chic. We've got kind of very wooden tones here. We've got some wooden blocks. We've got a kind of wooden dummy there. We've got some wooden accents here. We've got a really cute cuddly bear there and some woolen knitted booties as well. Definitely embodying that kind of boho chic there. If we're looking at this one, this is a religious pregnancy announcement, Christian pregnancy announcement, also spring baby. So we have the cross there. We've got some really nice spring accents of the kind of eucalyptus around the edges, really cozy kind of blanket in the back. We've got that sonogram, and then we've got a really cute baby vest there as well. And the thing is, when we are using AI, the great thing is that it's always going to give us something different. So we can we could give AI the same prompt 10 different times. And when we put it into that AI image generator, every time it's going to give us something different. So the great thing about this is that we're going to be able to create a library of different products in no time flat. And I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to do that. So if we're looking at this particular listing as well, we can then see this square-shaped kind of plaque in the middle. We've got all these different accents here. Definitely, again, that boho theming. We have a really cute cuddly toy. We've got some wooden kind of toys back here. We've got the vest there. And then we've got a really nice background kind of rug kind of thing there as well in the back. Designs like these are cozy, they're personal, and something that a parent would proudly put on Instagram. They're also Pinterest worthy as well. These can be sold as ready to use announcements. They can be sold as editable as well. So there's lots of scope to provide what your client, your audience needs. And like I said, people might even want to print these out and frame them as well. So why are these so popular? Why are these such a hit with buyers? I would definitely say because they are emotionally significant. They really resonate. Pregnancy is one of those most treasured, transformative times in someone's life. And so sharing that news is an exciting, really heartfelt, personal way. And what parent doesn't want to share that news with the world, with whoever will listen? And something that is really personalized and styled, such as a pregnancy announcement, just adds that extra excitement. And these pregnancy announcements are generally, or the ones that I've seen, are really, really beautiful. They kind of tap into a modern aesthetic, really clean, intentional. Like I said, Instagram, Pinterest friendly, worthy. They're calming, and they've got some details in there that just really resonate with mum, dad, and anyone else that's celebrating with them. The other thing I mentioned was that they are really seasonal, really trend driven. So, depending on when baby is due, you might want to create, if baby is due in October, then you might want to create a set of fall themed pregnancy announcements. But then you might also want to hone in on the Halloween themed pregnancy announcements. There are lots of them. I have seen them, really fun and really playful. If baby is due in February, maybe you might want to have a Valentine's themed pregnancy announcement. If they are due in July, then maybe it might be Independence Day themed. If mum and dad really love American football, then maybe you might want to have an American football theme. I am based in the UK. We love, me and my daughters, we love netball. Dad loves netball too. So we might want to, if we were expecting, which is never going to happen now, babies are out for us, but netball, we might want to have done a netball themed pregnancy announcement. Literally, the world is your oyster. And I hope you can understand what I'm trying to get across is that literally there are so many different hobbies, interests, passions that you can hone into when you're trying to create this pregnancy announcement. I've seen pregnancy announcements that feature the parent's dog. The dog is just as important in the family, and they will have, mum, dad, and the dog in the picture in the pregnancy announcement. So yeah, literally the world is your oyster, and it just is just a matter of how creative can you be, how much can you think outside the box and create something unique. So like I said, if it's an autumn baby, then you might want to have something that has pumpkins and really warm tones and color palettes. If it's Christmas, December baby, then you want fairy lights and pine cones and cozy knits and maybe Father Christmas on there. If it's Valentine's Day, then you're going to want those kind of pink and red and blush tones and color palette, rose petals, confetti. The list is endless. What this also does is it kind of makes sure that your product line is fresh year round, and it gives buyers a reason to shop with you. So why do they sell so well on Etsy? Why does this niche thrive? I would definitely say because it is a low production cost. We are not able to, we don't need to buy any inventory. It is completely digital. We're not shipping any products. These are digital files. Once they're created, they can be sold a limited number of times. And those type of products do really well on Etsy. Just that having that immediate access. The other thing is that they are customizable. So many sellers do sell that editable version. Some sell them as is as well. The editable version, you might want to add baby's surname, the date that they're due and things like that, just to add that additional value. It really depends on what you want to add. But the more you add, the more options you give to your client, the higher perceived value you're giving and the higher you can charge for the product too. And lastly, the thing is that there's evergreen demand, or not lastly, but the great thing is that there is evergreen demand. Babies are born every single day. And this isn't a trend. Babies are timeless, and there will always be a demand for baby things, baby whatever, baby everything. And also, like I touched on before, is that there's room for you to stand out depending on how creative you are, depending on how much you want to push this, depending on how much you want to expand this and how quickly you want to do it. There are a lot of successful shops within this niche, but there's still so much space if you do then do that research and find those pockets of interests and hobbies and passions that people aren't necessarily creating pregnancy announcements for. I gave you some ideas earlier on, but if you're willing to put in that additional effort and time, then you're really going to be able to stand apart, and that's what we really want to do. Basically, in short, if you want to be creative, you're interested in a low risk, high reward product, then you are in the right place with this course. And by the end of this course, you will have learned how to research and identify high demand niches using a couple of Etsy research tools. I will also give you an insight as to how to create these for your shop. We will use AI generators such as Ideogram and also a bit of ChatGPT to create those images. Then we will manipulate them within Canva. And then I will take you on over to Etsy. We will also do some upscaling of those images to make sure that they are professional looking and high quality. Then we will move on over to Etsy, and that's where we will create our mock-ups, our title, our tags, and our description to get that ready to sell on Etsy. Lastly, I will give you a general overview on exactly how to plan your seasonal collections, how to stand out in your niche, and how to grow your shop with ease. So I hope you are excited about what you're going to learn in this course. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. But without further ado, let's move on to the very next module.